Hey guys, it's Rachel Hatfield, and I wanted to talk to you tonight, another night of Mental Health Awareness Month, about mental filters. One of the things I always discuss with people is the fact that we have a mental filter, and that sometimes causes us to have some difficulty in the way that we process information. So, let me give you an example. If you ever get a new car, have you ever got a different car? Maybe it's not new, a used car, or just a new to you car. If you've ever gotten a new car, did you ever notice it on the road before? Maybe you did. Maybe it wasn't as often. But after you got that car, I bet you it felt like everybody had went out and bought that same car that you had just went out and got. That is definitely part of the mental filter process. The whole thing is that we have this filter that is designed to help us to process our information that we need to store and get rid of the information that we don't need to store. So we only have so much energy and storage space, and we can only store information that's important for our survival and our everyday reality. If it's not something that we're experiencing all the time, then we're not going to really see it all the time. So when we see something, we're not seeing the full image of that something. Our eyes are not like having a camera take a picture of a situation or a place. Our eyes are actually filtering that situation and that place to things that are only familiar to us. And so anytime we experience something, we're only experiencing what we know and what we have been familiar with. Other people in that same experience may be paying attention to things that they know and that they are familiar with. So that's why sometimes you have different stories about the same situation. So why I wanted to talk to you is because Mental Health Awareness Month is all about us figuring out ways to pay more attention to our mental health. Well, mental health includes our thinking. And whenever we have some rigid thinking, meaning that we only think the way that we think is right, and we only think the way that we think is the way that everyone thinks, then that's a rigid thought, and that's a rigid way to be processing information. Because in reality, we're only processing the information that way because of our experiences. Everyone's experiences might be different, and their information that they're processing is different as well. So sometimes we should open up our mind and try to see something new. One of the things I like to practice myself is to try to see something new in every situation. I always tell this story about I was driving down the road one day and I saw a building that had been there the entire time, and it was the first time I'd ever saw it. But whenever I was driving, most of the time, I had never been paying attention to that part of the road, which was, it was behind another, spot. It wasn't like, okay, I'm not gonna try to make up an excuse. It was actually very clear that it should have been able to be seen. But I was always paying attention to something else while I was driving. And I get in my routine and I would just go, and it was my normal routine of robot mode, just going to work. Well, one day I seen something different, and now I can't unsee it. I see it every time I pass by it, and I'm like, yep, there's that building I saw, and it was a huge 2-story building, okay? So what we pay attention to is what we process, but we don't always see everything that's in the situation to be able to pay attention to it. So it's important for us to try to be looking for something different, looking for something new, looking at things with a little bit of a different perspective. And then maybe we won't have as much of a rigid thinking style, or as much conflict in our communication with others, or as much difficulty accepting things whenever everything isn't exactly how we think it should be. Anyways, I just wanted to share that with you because it's one of my favorite things to talk about whenever I'm talking with people about processing things and different ways to think. So if you like this video, remember to subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell so you can be the first to know whenever we have new content, and remember to like it and share it with your friends if you feel that this this video was beneficial. See you later. Bye.